Once upon a time, a poor miller had 3 sons. When he died, all that he left behind was a mill, a donkey and a cat. One day, the elder brothers took the donkey and mill, and left the youngest brother alone.
My brothers can make a fine living, but what about me? I'm stuck with Puss,
said Marquis, the youngest brother. Puss had been listening. He stretched and yawned loudly.
Now, you won't have to worry when I'm around,
Puss said.
All I need is a bag and a handsome pair of boots, and I'll be able to take care of us both.
Soon, the cat was given his own pair of boots and a new bag that he had asked for. Puss packed a cabbage and some bran in the bag and slung it around his neck. He polished his whiskers and set out. Puss headed straight to a spot where there were plenty of rabbits. He had a great plan in mind. Once he grabbed a rabbit, Puss walked straight over to the king's palace. He bowed low and presented the rabbit to him.
Your Majesty,
said Puss in Boots.
This humble gift comes from my master, Lord Marquis of Carabas.
What a beautiful gift,
said the king, who loved roasted rabbits. The next time, Puss managed to catch a brace of partridges and took them to the king once again.
This is wonderful. Tell your master I'm very pleased,
said the king, who loved partridge stew more. Puss knew just when and where the king would be out riding in his carriage with his daughter. One day, Puss took Marquis down to the riverside and spoke to his master.
Today could be your lucky day. Go bathe in the river.
Quickly, Puss hid his master's clothes behind the rocks.
Help! My master is drowning. Somebody save him.
Puss wailed. The king recognized Puss at once. The king jumped out of his carriage.
Go and save him quickly,
the king said to his servant. Puss said to the king,
Your Majesty, some nasty thieves have stolen my master's clothes.
Is that so? Don't worry, I'll find a suit for him,
said the king. Puss invited the king to the Marquis's castle.
If you'll excuse me, I'll go and make suitable arrangements to receive our Majesty at the castle,
Puss said. Puss ran into the golden wheat fields which belonged to a scary ogre. Puss announced to the farmers,
Tell the king these fields belong to the Marquis of Carabas. If you do this, I will get rid of the scary ogre.
Then Puss ran to the ogre's castle, where he caught Puss. He said,
How dare you come to this castle?
Asked the ogre.
I have heard about your great powers, where you can transform into any animal?
Asked Puss.
Can you turn into a lion?
Watch me,
said the ogre. Right before Puss's eyes he transformed himself into a lion. He roared so fiercely that Puss ran up the curtains in fright. The ogre laughed loudly.
Wow,
said Puss.
But I bet you cannot turn into a small creature, for instance, a mouse.
Oh really?
Asked the ogre. He turned himself into a tiny mouse and Puss pounced on him and ate him in one big gulp. Puss clapped his hands 3 times and summoned all the people living in the castle. He ordered all the servants to prepare a feast for Lord Marquis and his guest, the king himself. The king came to the ogre's castle.
Welcome to our humble abode,
Puss said to the king. Later, Marquis and the princess got married and they all lived happily ever after. Moral of the story: value your creativity and intelligence over physical strength and wealth.